What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bring guys a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a high fade on my client, so stay tuned. We're starting off with our gold FX by creating our first guideline, contouring to his head shape. The reason why you want to contour this guideline to the head shape is so that the fade can flow better. Now that we're done botting them out, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. You want to make this guideline around 1 inch thick so you can spread the blend. We're going to then slightly close the lever midway and all the way close and attack that initial guideline. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our 1 guard all the way open and create our third guideline. We're going to use this same guard and the lever to soften up this line and get ready for the half guard. Now that we're done softening up the line with the 1 guard, we can move on to our half guard and erase the line completely. Again, you want to use your corners and the lever. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you want to check out my Instagram, the ad is on the right corner. Now that we're done with the lower guard, we're going to move on to our 3 guard all the way closed and debulk the top. Now that we're done debulking the top with our 3 guard, we can move on to our 2 guard all the way open and create our 4th guideline. This is going to help us blend into the top and also the lower guards. You also want to use the lever to soften up this line and get ready for the 1.5 guard. Sometimes after using the 1.5 guard, there's still a faint line, so switching over to your 1 guard all the way open and using its corners would definitely help. Here we're using a little bit of clipper over comb to make the fade as smooth as possible. I'm making sure I add some detail with my previous guards, including the 1 guard and the half guard. Moving on to the back, we're starting off with our no guard all the way open, creating our second guideline. We're then going to close the lever midway and all the way closed and attack that initial guideline. We are right on top of the occipital bone, so you want to make sure you take your time here and detail as much as possible. But now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our 1 guard all the way open and create our 3rd guideline. We're then going to use this same guard and the lever to soften up this line and get ready for the half guard. Moving on to our 2 guard all the way open, we're creating our 4th guideline, and this is going to help us blend into the 3 guard on top, and also is going to help us get ready for the 1.5 guard. Here I'm making the fade as smooth as possible with my clipper over comb method, and I'm keeping it as flat as possible, then angling it when I get to the top. Moving on to the beard, we're starting off with our nerve guard all the way open, and we're creating our 2nd guideline. We're then going to use the lever to blend out that initial guideline we created with our trimmers. Now we're moving on to the 1 guard all the way open, and we're continuing to blend in the sideburns. Always make sure you knock the mustache area to a 1 guard all the way open, especially if they want to take it down. It's just the mustache is so dense that the 1 guard all the way open still looks like it's a 3. We're now moving on to our goat FX, and we're gently going to line up his mustache. You want to make sure you don't press too hard here because you could bite them with the teeth of the trimmer. Moving on to his hairline, we're starting off in the middle and working our way to the sides with our goat FX. He does have a bit of overgrowth, so we're gonna make sure we make it as crispy as possible without cocking it back too much. Moving on to our C cup, so when I start off at the bottom and work my way to the top arch, that's so I don't arch it up too much, because I feel like if you start off at the top and work your way to the bottom, you could arch the C cup up too much. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you made it this far into the video, leave a comment down below of my subscriber count, just so I can see and make sure you guys are paying attention. Moving on to the bottom of the beard, again, you want to be very gentle, just like the mustache. You don't want to bite them too much in the neck area because it could hurt. Now that we're done lining everything up, we can move on to our Turkish Razor and Derby Premium blades and make them as crispy as possible. But before we do that, we're gonna apply some shave gel and use a hot towel just so that I can make everything softer and make the blade glide better. Now that we're using the Turkish razor, you always want to make sure you stretch the skin with your opposite hand as much as possible, and also keep the razor at a 45-degree angle. What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing you guys a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a high fade on my boy, so stay tuned. We started off by using our gold FX to create our first guideline, and we're contouring to his head shape. Make sure you use your opposite hand to stretch the skin so you can have more space. I feel like the best trimmers to bald out with are the FadeitLuie, so make sure you get these to bald out. Now that we're done balding him out, we're going to use some shave sticks so he doesn't bump up while we use the foil shaver to remove the stubble. Now we're going to use our FadeitLuie to remove the stubble. We're going to flick out around 1 centimeter away from the guideline. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, make sure you guys leave a comment down below with the subscriber count. I want to make sure you guys made it this far into the video. Again, don't forget to stretch the skin as much as possible with your opposite hand to give you more space. Now that we're done removing the stubble, we can move on to our OA blade and create our second guideline. This is going to be equivalent to our no guard all the way open. Now that we're done setting in that guideline with the OA blade, we're going to move on to the 3-op, which is the blade with the 3 zeros. This is going to be equivalent of you closing the lever midway and attacking that guideline through the middle. Make sure you flick out this line as much as possible using the 3-op blade. This is gonna blend it out pretty good. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to the 1A blade and debulk the top. Here I'm just adding some extra detail with the 3-op blade. Again, the 3-op blade is the blade with the 3 zeros. Now to blend between the OA blade and the 1A blade, we're going to use the 1 and attack that guideline through the middle. As you guys can see, the blend is coming in, and I want to make sure I remove as much hair as possible. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get the fade nice and clean, make sure it's nice and bald and low. Now that we're done with the fade, we can move on to the front line, and we're going to use our Gold FX to make sure we start off in the middle and make it as crispy as possible. Make sure to keep the corners and vertical bars as natural as possible as well. Make sure that you go slow enough that the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer, because if not, then the hair is going to shift and then you won't line them up properly. Now that we're done detailing, we can move on to our Turkish razor and Derby Premium blades and make them as crispy as possible. We're gonna make sure we apply some shave gel just so that the razor could glide better. Now that we're using the razor, you want to make sure you stretch the skin as much as possible with your opposite hand and keep the razor at a 45-degree angle. This lowers the likelihood of you cutting someone. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. I hope you guys made it this far. Please give a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated, man. I'm starting to see a lot more subscribers and a lot more views, but it's hard to stay as consistent as I am, you know, and post every day and keep the same quality. So I'm trying my best, and I am gonna get better. And I'm thinking about opening up some new things. Okay, so there's a lot of things coming. Just stay tuned. Just stay tuned, please. Transaction we had. He needed some change, so I gave him some change. I usually charge $40 for a base haircut. That includes eyebrows, but you know, everybody usually throws some, you know what I'm saying? And then also, if you need a hot towel or beard, that goes to like $45, $50, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Yeah, man, this is a great career, man. I suggest it. Look out.